Hello, welcome to Theatre.Reviews with Paul Farnsworth. I'm here at the Menier Chocolate Factory to see The Third Man. Theatre has become something of a vampire in recent years, roaming the dark auditoria of cinemas, searching for films to turn into musicals. Groundhog Day is newly opened at the Old Vic. A version of Brokeback Mountain with music can be seen at Soho Place. 42nd Street, The Wizard of Oz, Sunset Boulevard and Grease are all back this year. Mrs. Doubtfire's on the way. And of course there are the old favourites, Back to the Future, Moulin Rouge and The Lion King. But one film I never expected to be adapted as a stage musical is The Third Man. Yet here it is at London's Menier Chocolate Factory, and it's a triumph. Keep watching and I'll tell you why. But first, if you find my reviews useful, please subscribe. It'll help my channel grow and you'll be the first to hear about my future reviews. I have a slight reservation about one aspect of the adaptation of The Third Man, but it's far outweighed by the thrilling pace and the roller coaster emotions. Wisely, it sticks closely to Graham Greene's original mystery story of love and betrayal, with its reluctant hero, its twists and turns, and its shocks. I'll try not to give too much away because you may not have seen this classic black and white film from 1949. Let's start with the music, written by George Fenton. Among the 100+ films and TV series for which he's written the score are Gandhi, You've Got Mail, The Jewel in the Crown, and David Attenborough's Planet series. Appropriate to a serious story, his music leans towards the drama of Claude Michel Schoenberg's Les Miserables or the starkness of Kurt Weill's Threepenny Opera, rather than, say, the nostalgic lushness of Lloyd Webber or the easy-listen melodies of Alan Menken. But Mr. Fenton is a brave man to tackle The Third Man because the film's theme is one of the most famous ever written. In this musical version, he pays brief homage to the jangling zither-based hit, but goes for a score that suggests danger, passion and anger. Played by a live 9-piece orchestra, the songs enhance the story and reveal character, as they should in a good musical. The legendary Don Black and Christopher Hampton, who are jointly credited with the book, add some sharp lyrics. There are even a couple of duets that Rodgers and Hammerstein would have been proud of. The story is about a pulp fiction writer called Holly Martin, played by Sam Underwood, who arrives in Vienna at the end of World War II when it's occupied by American, British and Russian soldiers. He's there to do some work for an old school friend, Harry Lime, only to find he's died in an accident. As the first act progresses, he becomes increasingly suspicious about the circumstances surrounding his friend's death. The British military police, meanwhile, indicate to him that Lime was a bad lot. The first act ends with an astonishing discovery, and the show continues with even more shocking revelations and heightened drama. Where the musical really stands out is in the feelings expressed by Holly and also by Lime's lover Anna. Both loved Harry and can't believe he would have been involved in anything truly bad. As the pair investigate Harry's death, Holly falls in love with Anna and pursues her with puppy-like devotion, a sentiment she does not return. The production is blessed with a star in Sam Underwood, who's able to communicate the complex character of Holly through both his singing and his acting. In many ways, he's a hero straight out of one of his own adventure novels, but in this story, although he's the lead character, Holly is a natural follower rather than a leader. And Mr. Underwood conveys his innocence, as well as the sadness, frustration and infatuation he feels, not to mention his naive determination. Natalie Dunne is strong as Anna, and by dwelling on her more than is the case in the film, the musical is able to show her in a nightclub, singing songs that could have come straight out of the Threepenny Opera, or indeed cabaret, songs both sad and amusing, and indicative of her free-thinking character. And because we get to know her, the subplot of the almost romantic triangle between Holly, Anna and Harry carries more weight. Simon Bailey also impresses as a feelingless villain who commands devotion. And that is my reservation about the adaptation. He's portrayed as more obviously nasty and not as full of fake charm as this key character was in the film. Edward Baker-Duly and Jonathan Andrew Hume strike just the right note as the righteous but ruthless military policeman, Major Calloway and Sergeant Payne. Other characters are more in the way of caricatures, but they are well acted. It's a pleasure to see Derek Griffiths as the porter. And then there's Rachel Izen as his wife, Gary Milner, Alan Vickery and Harry Morrison as Lime's shady associates. The design by Paul Farnsworth is full of atmosphere. The costumes in grey or other subdued colours add to the film noir effect. Rubble litters the edges of the stage floor. A dark alley or tunnel goes off to the side. You feel you are in a sinister city ravaged by war. The menu's been reconfigured so the audience is on 3 sides, and actors run up and down the aisles, ramping up the excitement. And, thank goodness, the sightlines are kept free from obstruction. The simplest of furniture is enough to suggest effectively a hotel lounge, backstage at the nightclub, a flat, and even a Ferris wheel gondola. Getting us off to the best of starts is the opening scene, where Holly wanders the dimly lit streets of Vienna at night, helped by dark, expressionist lighting from Emma Chapman, and is surrounded by people begging. Straight away, we know we are in desperate times. It's a masterpiece of direction by Trevor Nunn, who brings so much that he's learned and practiced in a long career that encompasses Les Miserables, Cats, and the National Theatre production of Oklahoma. He constantly keeps us gripped with a changing pace that switches from frenetic activity to tense conversation. Credit to Christopher Hampton, whose previous plays and translations include Les Liaisons Dangereuses, Art, Sunset Boulevard, and Florian Zeller's The Father. I thought a musical adaptation of The Third Man couldn't be done, but Christopher Hampton and his team have done it. I give The Third Man at the Menier Chocolate Factory 4 stars. I hope you enjoyed this review and found it useful. If you did, why not subscribe to my channel and you'll be the first to know about my future reviews. Or you can read my reviews at Theatre.Reviews. And why not follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching.